Good morning, everyone. Welcome to what day is this? This is day 24 of Millionaire Mindset Mornings every month. For this month in September, I have been coming to you live at 8 a.m. and sharing with you some tips and strategies to help you in your business. If this is your first time tuning in, please let me know. If though you are a fellow gold digger and you've been checking me out and rocking with me for a while, then please welcome back. If you missed any of the Millionaire Mindset Mornings, please feel free to catch the replays. I'm sure it will help you. Okay. So real quick, I'm doing my social media checks and we're going to get into today's topic. Now we are on week 4 of the Millionaire Mindset Mornings, where we are focusing on the inner millionaire. Okay. So this week is not so much about your bank account balance, but it's about the version of you that you are becoming so that you can sustain the wealth that you are obtaining when it does show up. Okay. So, and I always say for the theme for this week, our millionaire moves, it doesn't start with the comments in our checks, but it starts with the confidence in our chest. So you have to fully believe that you are a millionaire and have that millionaire mindset, because your inner world is what's going to reflect your outer world. Okay. All right. So today, for day 24, we're going to be talking about millionaire mindset mornings, and how you start your day, it helps shape the rest of your day, and it will help shape you so that you can build your bag. So if you're new, pretty much what I do is I give you 3 points, and then I give you a millionaire mindset action step for you to take on today or this week. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into point number 1, but I also have been trying to do better at putting the day's topic on the chat. So the topic for today is Millionaire Mindset Mornings. The whole purpose of the series, Millionaire Mindset Mornings. All right, so I'm going to put that up. And point number 1 is your morning routines will rule your mindset. So let me say that again. Your morning routines will rule your mindset. So most millionaires, they protect their mornings. They don't want clutter. They don't want chaos. They don't want any confusion. They want a nice, peaceful morning, because that pretty much is what sets the tone for the rest of the day. So let me put point 1 up there. Morning routines rule your mindset. Rules your mindset. So that's the first point that we are going to dive into. Okay. So not only do your mornings help set the tone for your day, it helps set the tone so that you can be focused. And if you are someone who is trying to have a business or a side hustle, it also will help set the tone for your finances. So you got to make sure that you are focused in those mornings and that you are focusing on the right things. Okay. A lot of people who are successful talk about the importance of having a peaceful, quiet morning, or a morning dedicated to where they are doing the things that are best for them. Okay. So Michelle Obama, our beautiful past first lady, says that she starts her day off with workouts as well as affirmations. We talked about affirmations and how important those things are. So instead of the first thing in the morning, instead of you grabbing your phone and scrolling, are you meditating? Are you praying? Are you saying your affirmations? Because how you start your day is how it kind of unfolds and plays out. So that was the first point. The second point I'm going to make is your first hour is your foundation. That is so, so important. The first hour is the foundation. Okay. So even though you say, okay, I can do stuff in the morning, or even if you wake up and you start scrolling and later on you try to get your morning set right, the first hour is what's important. And that's what I'm putting in the chat. Your first hour is your foundation. All right, so let me put that up there. So you need to start that first hour being proactive and not reactive. So what do I mean by that? proactive means that you're taking charge of how that first hour is going to go. When you're just reactive and you're grabbing your phone and you're starting to scroll and you're seeing the different things on your feed because they're feeding you certain content. Now you're reacting to this. You see this post that made you upset, or you see this post that even might have you laughing, and then you want to find out more stuff about that particular person, and then you just go down a whole rabbit hole, and next thing you know, you either have wasted your morning because you spent it laughing at reels and memes, or you spent it angry and upset because something that you saw made you mad about what they were doing. Okay, so you have how your day flows. Hold on, y'all. Did I just go out? Y'all, the internet always likes to act up every time I go on live, so I don't know what you heard. But I was just saying, being proactive and not reactive, because when you're proactive about your mornings, it helps set how your day flows. All right. If you're just reactive, your day will start spiraling out of control. And when I say spiraling out of control, it just means you don't have control over it anymore. Not that anything really crazy might necessarily happen, but you're just not using your time as wisely as possible. There's a book that I plan on reading before the end of the year, because I've been saying I'm supposed to be reading it. And this is Robin Sharma's The 5 a.m. Club. And it talks about how to own your morning. And he says, own your morning, elevate your life. It's pretty much the mantra or whatever. But he definitely talks about that first hour, taking command of that first hour of the morning. And in the book is supposed to show you how, like, that first hour you should start off with exercise, meditation or reflection, prayer, that kind of thing, as well as learning something. He wants you to do all of that in that first hour. It's like a 20-20-20 rule that he has: 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of like prayer and reflection, and then 20 minutes of where you're learning. And that's how you build your first hour. Okay. So just remember, your first hour is your foundation. Now, the third point that I have, and we're going to go a little bit deeper with that, is make sure you put your mind before your money. So let me put that on the screen, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So put your mind before your money. Because I have a few examples of this, because you might be like, what are you talking about, girl? Put my mind before my money. But basically what it means is your thoughts in the morning multiply into your actions. All right. So what you think about is what you're really going to be doing throughout the rest of the day, throughout the rest of your morning. So if you have a scarcity mindset in the morning and not an abundance mindset, you're going to be thinking scarcity thoughts throughout the day, unless something major changes and shifts you. Okay. But the thoughts that you have in that morning is kind of like what is going to be reflected the rest of the day. All right. So your morning mindset is like your daily ROI, return on investment. So how your morning starts off is pretty much the thermostat for the rest of the day. Have you ever woken up and you had a bad morning, like your morning just started off wrong, and then you like, the whole day is wrong or whatever, and then you'd be like, well, my morning started off bad, now this happened and that happened. Literally, how that morning starts off, it is a thermostat for the rest of your day. That's why you have to take charge of it, take control of it, so that you can set the temperature for how, not only how your morning is going to go, but also how the rest of your day is going to flow. Okay. So if you wake up saying, I feel tired, I don't really feel like doing it, guess what? Throughout the rest of the day, you're going to be dragging and feeling drained the whole time. So be careful about how you start your morning, what you're saying about your morning, because it is going to be reflected for the rest of the day. All right. So you got to flip that. Start saying your affirmations. Say, today is, even some days when you don't feel like, say, today is full of wonderful opportunities for me to learn and grow and make more money. You got to flip that on its head and take those negative thoughts and get them out your mind as quickly as possible. Because if not, it's going to affect the rest of the day. It's going to set the thermostat for the rest of the day. And then also, please remember, your seed, the thoughts that you plant now will produce a harvest later. All right. So if you're planting bad seeds, they are going to come to harvest all throughout the day. They're going to be sprouting up all throughout the day. So every thought you think in the morning is like planting a seed. So you plant seeds of doubt, you're going to be hesitating all throughout the day. But if you plant bold seeds. You're going to be taking bold steps, bold actions all throughout the day. Okay. If you plant seeds of confidence, you're going to act confidently all throughout the day. So what are you planting in your mind in the morning? Okay. That's why you have to say your affirmations. That's why you have to spend your prayer time, meditation time. Make a gratitude list. Put the things that you are grateful for so you can start your morning off right. Your thoughts, they literally shape your actions. Okay. And if you are someone who is trying to grow their business or grow their side hustle or grow their income, then if your thoughts are shaping your actions are what shapes your income. So if you're not making money, you got to take it all the way back to your thoughts. And that's why the first week of Millionaire Mindset Mornings, we focus on mindset too. Okay. So if you have a cluttered mind, a negative mind in the morning, your day is going to be reflective of that as well. Okay. That's going to lead to scattered actions from you. All right. So you got to clear your head, clear your mind so that you can flow freely throughout the day. And then your mindset only multiplies what your money magnifies. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Your mindset multiplies what your money magnifies. So, you know how people who get money, if they were a bad person or they had, just didn't do stuff right, money is just only going to magnify that. So money magnifies the mindset that you already have. So if you don't have a good mindset from the beginning, when you start getting more money, when you start getting more clients and being more successful in your business, it's just going to magnify that. Okay. So don't start off your day with a broke mindset, because money can literally slip through your fingers just because of the thoughts that you are thinking. Okay. Start with an abundance mindset. Start with a stewardship mindset. Because some of y'all might not say, well, I don't have a negative mindset. I think abundance, thoughts of abundance. But also, are you thinking of thoughts of stewardship? Yes, you have abundance or you're getting blessed abundantly, but how are you stewarding the blessings that you are receiving? Maybe you're not a good steward of the money. Maybe you're not a good steward of your finances. Maybe you're not a good steward of your business. And that's why the money keeps slipping away from you. You say, I'm seeing all these sales. I'm having all these customers. The money is coming in, but I can't hold on to it. Are you a good steward of it? Okay. So you not only have to have thoughts of abundance, but also thoughts of stewardship. God has put you in charge of this business, of this money. How are you stewarding it? Are you stewarding it well? Or are you just being kind of lazy in your business and you're taking for granted the fact that you're getting blessed with new customers and new opportunities and things of that nature? So the opportunities are coming, but they don't always stay. The customers are coming, but they don't always stay. Are you stewarding those things well? So also have thoughts of stewardship as well. So not only when you say your affirmations or you say your prayers like bless me with customers and clients and income, but also help me to steward what I've been given well. Put that as part of your affirmations also, okay? Because literally your mornings are your mirrors to who you are. The morning, usually in the morning, that is your point where you are least distracted, okay? Before you have to go to work, before you have to do stuff. The mornings are probably the time where you are going to be the least distracted. So if this is the time where you are the least distracted and the first thought you have are negative thoughts, that is a mirror to what is going on inside of you. That is a mirror to what is being reflected of what's going on inside of you. So if your first thoughts in the morning is like, oh gosh, here we go again. I got to get up and go to work. That's what you'll reflect all throughout the day. Why is that your first thought? Your first thought during the moments where you are the least distracted. I can see if you were bombarded with stuff and all things are coming at you, but typically the morning is your most quiet time. Even if you have a pretty chaotic morning or so, that is going to be the point where you are least distracted. So start paying attention to those first thoughts that are in your head in the morning. When you are least distracted, nothing else has really gotten your attention yet. When you first wake up, how are you feeling? What are you saying to yourself? Okay. And start flipping some of those thoughts if they are negative. Okay. And feeding the ones that are positive for you. Okay. So you want to make sure you are radiating out the right energy for you. I share with you, I love going walking in the morning. Why? It helps me to clear my head even further. It helps to set the pace for my day. So I love doing that in the morning, and I feel like I get the most clarity there because it sets the tone for the rest of my day. So just think about what's going on in the morning. All right. I know that was a lot. Real quick, and I told you point three, I dived in a little bit deeper with that. But the 3 points we're talking about how to have a millionaire mindset morning. The first point I made is that your morning routines will rule your mindset. The second point was your first hour is your foundation. So make sure you take charge, you take command of that first hour because it is the foundation. It is the building block upon what your day is going to be built upon and how your day is going to flow. And then the third point was your mind before your money. Get your mind right if you want to get your money right and you want your day to flow like it's supposed to. All right. So as always, I have a millionaire mindset action step for you. I want you to create a 15 to 30 minute millionaire mindset morning routine, okay, or ritual that you are going to do. I guess we say routine. Ritual can sometimes have a negative connotation. Whether that's praying, reading, journaling, exercising, whatever it is, for 15 or 30 minutes, just commit to doing that in the day. You will be something small like 50. All right, I'm back, y'all. I don't know what y'all missed, what y'all heard, what y'all didn't hear, but I was telling you about your action step, which was spend 15 to 30 minutes a day creating a millionaire mindset morning routine, okay? And I was just telling you, you'll be surprised at the results that you get just because of you took control of 15 to 30 minutes of your day. And you spent it doing something that you wanted to do and spent it with intention, something that you wanted to do, not something that you necessarily had to do. Like, because you got to get up and go to work, you got to get up and take your kids to school, you got to get up and fix breakfast, but spending some time doing something that you want to do, it really can be a motivating factor for you. Something that, I mean, something just as small as just spending 15 minutes doing your devotion. And the fact that you had that 15 minutes of quiet time, it really recharges you and gets your day going in the right direction. Okay. But that's all I have. Drop mornings in the chat if you're ready to level up your morning routine. If you've just been waking up and just going through the motions and stuff like that and not really thinking about what you need to do, and you're like, I need to start taking charge of my mornings, then put mornings in the chat for me so I can see. We want to have millionaire mornings so that we can create millionaire moves because we are going to be future millionaires. All right. So guard your mornings, protect your mind, protect your peace, and level up, okay? So be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. We are going to be talking about alignment over aesthetics on tomorrow. And hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll be rolling out some new stuff for you. So make sure you are locked in so you can see some of the new things that I have to offer. All right. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful day. And hopefully, if you're watching this morning, this is a great way for you to start off your morning and take charge of it so that the rest of your day will flow well. See you tomorrow.